Hold on. Just gonna wait for it. Yep, there we go. Alright, we're live. Rack here again. To ATM10. We did an upgrade last time, but we got the template, so we're gonna start with that. Which have, I believe, over in this yellow backpack. Yes, indeed. I wanted to get more into AE2. Especially, I don't know if we're gonna get there. I'm just gonna follow the quest book and hopefully we'll figure it out. But I would like to get this 323,000 Inferium out of here because it's getting to a point where I cannot be bothered to take all of these out by hand. Even if I were to drop it like this. Because, like, I can do this. Like, spam it. Fill up, like, it will be more than one inventory. And then go over here and do that. So there's, like, 4 inventories of Inferium right there. Even that is just so freaking slow. Because we got 300,000 in there. So I gotta figure out a way to get items. Like these item pipes, for example. This is where it's coming from, by the way. I have it over on my farm, and then it gets transported to this chest. I need to find a way to do that into the system, because otherwise, that's gonna be a pain to move. I can't keep doing that all the time. But, I mean, we'll just learn more about AE2. We're not really gonna focus. We'll go through the quest book for once. I usually just watch video guides, because they help me usually faster. But, yeah, we'll just go through the quest book for once, see what we learn. I know there's some import and export bugs. I don't know if it's gonna be that. Because I've seen it in a farm video. The thing is, I've looked up a farm video before, and I didn't get a single thing that was going on. So I really need to go from the start. We'll just learn as we go, and we'll see what we get if we get there. But yeah, we'll start with probably Unobtainium gear. And I think the armor could probably just use an upgrade in general. So I think we upgrade our tools, and then we kind of just maybe enchant for better armor. That might be the plan here. We got all these dust right here. A lot of Unobtainium. Not much of all the Modium. I think I got a little bit more there. But it should get us going for now. Hi, Wondahoy. Hello there, Ame. Very Wondahoy indeed. Also, I changed these a little bit. It still works the same. But I can actually put this over here if I wanted. I mean, it's just a few items. It's not worth it. But I can do it. And it will just go directly there as long as I got that thing open. But I can still throw items in manually. So it's more like if I got multiple chests worth. I should give a stacker upgrade here. I can just put them all in there. But yeah, I'll just wait. Shouldn't take long. Also, how are you doing in terms of like recovery? I hope you're doing better. But yeah, we are crafting very Wondahoy tools very soon. The armor, I mean, someone like this is really good. The leggings, I mean, mana boost, mana resist, protection 5. I wanted to get a higher protection. Cause how high can it go? Let me check. I'm guessing protection 8, like fortune. Protection. Protection 8. There's protection 9. So yeah, there's protection 9. So yeah. There we go. All those ingots. Unobtainium. We go through the quests here. All the Modium. Unobtainium smithing template. Not a smithing template. Well, at least you don't need archaeology for it. You have to earn those by beating the trial spawners which are found in the dungeon structure in the other. More specifically, the library rooms. Yes, indeed, we've been there. We got an extra one. Very nice. That's 7 vibranium we just saved. No, it isn't found in the beyond. The beyond is empty. You can find Unobtainium ore very rarely in End Islands biomes. Those are usually where end cities spawn as well. You'll need the vibranium pickaxe or same tier to mine the ore. Nope. Okay, got it. And a free Unobtainium ingot. All right. So now it's on to the upgrades. Let's start with the tools. I think I'm gonna keep, just so I can differentiate the two, I'm gonna keep my experience sword, which is this one, because it doesn't drop items, because it gets converted to EXP, as vibranium, because I don't need a higher one. But I'm gonna upgrade this one. That way I can also differentiate it, can't speak. So I'm gonna upgrade that one. I could try to get better enchants as well, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I'll just get an extra one whenever I get around to it, but yeah. You have to accept the guild request. Oh. Because I didn't log on yet. Hold on. Let me just take out the templates and all that. And upgrade my tools. And then I'll go there. I guess I can open it up on the side. Sure. Mumu. Player. No. I hope I don't crash. Because that's happened before when I tried to open an emulator while I have ATM10 running. But we'll see. Alright. So we need. Technically, we might need all the Modium templates. Because I do want to... Oh, I don't have vibranium here. Okay, I guess we might. How much Unobtainium do I have? Not that much, to be honest. I mean, it's enough to get us going, I guess. Because I'm gonna need to duplicate a vibranium template, which I have a single one at the base. If I don't have it here, I probably only have one, because I always keep one at the starter base in case we run out. We know that we can't use duplicates, so yeah. There's a vibranium, and now we need our unobtainium templates, which I think we could craft a few more. Let's do that. At least like a good 6 templates, hopefully. Unobtainium. We need unobtainium templates. Yes, there it is. Each of these costs 7 vibranium. I want to duplicate all these. We have plenty of vibranium, so it should be fine. What do we not have? Oh, vibranium's over here, right? Makes sense. Yeah, vibranium wise, we're fine. Okay, I guess we just crafted like 10. Oh, that's gonna get us going for a while. And we still have plenty of vibranium, so it's okay. So now all the modding templates is with netherite. The only thing we're missing then, it's stocking up on vibranium ones. Alright. Like 2 more, 4 more should be good. There we go. I'll just see vibranium. Alright, let me log on. But also, the reason I haven't accepted is because I haven't logged on to GP like at all recently. I'm not really playing. When I do play, it's usually CN for story. I'll get more active eventually, but currently on... Oh my god, I'm lagging. Okay, I'm gonna... It's probably because I'm starting to have too much stuff in the world. I might have to only play with shaders whenever I'm outside the base area, because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna lag a little. So I'm gonna disable shaders, I'm afraid. For now. I'll re-enable them later, but I just want to get stuff done, so I don't want to be lagging all the time. It's usually fine outside the area. I think it's just because I am starting to get a lot of stuff in this world, especially around the spawn area. And I feel like I heard that... Oh my god, the lag spike. I heard that these farms can lag quite a lot because of the way it's growing, as you can see. And apparently this can lag quite a lot with how much chunk stuff it updates. So we probably don't want to make too many. But also at the same time, because it's going so fast, we're not gonna need some of these. So whenever I get new ones, I'm just gonna take out some of the old ones, and that should be good for like forever probably. But yeah. Oh, there's some particle errors, I think, but that has happened before. Alright, there's my single vibranium template. Oh, I have 2. Okay, that's good, but I'm only gonna take 1. Updating. Forgot down there actually has stitches. I see. I hope it recovers soon then. Wait, where am I going? Alright, I'm not. Memories! Okay, hold on, I'm logging in. It's finished updating. Alright, vibranium templates, we go home for that. Wait, actually, let me check. Do I have any Unobtainium around here by any chance? Still gotta empty out this chest, which I can already do. But I'll figure that out off stream. Cause I can just... I mean, it's just moving. There's nothing fun about that. But I would like to see just if I have any Unobtainium. Wait, vibranium? Hold up, what's that? Okay, there we go. Is that there's 2 of them? Yeah, I don't think there's any Unobtainium there. Oh my god, what? Okay, I just clicked something by accident. Nope, okay. Just get out of here. Thank you for the 180 crystals. I just get my crystals from the mail as well. 180, nice. So 360 crystals total. I remember. Wait, where's the thing to accept? I'm not seeing it. Are you sure you sent? I didn't get any requests. Is it elsewhere? No. Are you sure you sent to the right one? You know what? I'm gonna set it to automatic so you can join. And then if someone else joins that's not you, I'm just gonna kick them out later. That way I don't have to log in for now. Because it doesn't seem to work. Like, I literally do not see any invites here. I set it to automatic. Let me get you the guild ID. Because it makes it easier to find, I think. If I remember correctly. 18590. 18590. But is it broken? I don't know. Possibly because it says new text here. I think it broke. I'm just gonna send you the guild ID. Because I think those invites probably expire or something. And they probably don't last much because it just kind of broke like after like an hour. So I don't know. There's the ID. You know how to search up a guild ID, right? But yeah, that's the ID, 18590. I said it in your chat, in your DMs. Not DMs, like the in-game PMs. But yeah, it's over there. And it's automatic for now, so you can join freely. If anyone else joins, I'm just gonna kick them out. Unless there's someone I know. But yeah. Just hold up. Let me collect stuff. We put familiars on expedition since I'm already here. And I'm just gonna log off. Alright. You should be able to join now, I think. It's set to automatic, meaning you shouldn't need like to request. So yeah. If it doesn't work, let me know. Alright, we got all these. We need a few more vibranium ones, preferably. Vibranium. It only took 7 days to recover, not me though. Oh, so it's taking longer? Okay. I mean, people for different people, it takes different days to recover, so. Yeah, that's relatively normal. That's probably really painful though, but yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. I hope you do recover soon though. Good luck. Alright, we got everything we need. I'm just gonna send all the modium back there. We don't need it. We will need, actually, we might. Because I'm gonna enchant stuff. Also, we'll need netherite. Because before you get to all the modium, you need the vanilla netherite. Which means I'll need smithing templates for that as well. Which I happen to not have, but I mean, those are easy. Yep, there we go. We got more than enough. Now I just need some netherite stuff. Netherite ingots. Alright, we got 700 ingots. I'll just take a stack. The netherite seeds we can automate it pretty much. And now we need diamonds and just take a stack and sticks so I can make tools without having to come back here. But yeah, we will be enchanting armor, which means, I mean, a few more diamonds wouldn't hurt in case we get bad rolls. So I'll grab 2 stacks instead. And let's see, do we have a diamond hoe? Which I would like to make another hoe, so we can have it for 2 farms instead of just 1. Because at the moment, oh, and actually I have it for 2, but I should have it for 3. We can get it on the wheat farm or something. I also would like to make a paxel, so I'm gonna grab a diamond axe if I have any. But it's slightly broken. I don't want to use that. Okay, I'll just make new ones. So you could get an all-the-money paxel maybe. But I think you need 3 tools for that technically. Because you will need 1 of each. And then I think you need to upgrade them as well. I don't know what happens with the enchants. I made the wrong one, damn it. Okay, that's fine. I guess I'll have 2 of them. But I think then you also need to... I don't know if it carries over enchants. I'm gonna have to test that. Otherwise we might just need to enchant it later, which means we won't have as many chances if we get a curse. That's a problem. But we'll see. Oh yeah, changes to the tunnel. I actually built it up a little bit, but only on this area. This is not gonna be the general tunnel, just the one near the laboratory. But yeah. Do I have my temp pad? I do. To the library. Well, my non-built library. It's supposed to be called a library because it has an enchantment table, but also a bunch of enchantment books I just store here. Alright, let us start then with these tools, and I'm going to test something. So let's say we have silk touch, damn it. It's always the same thing. I'm just going to enchant something else then. Let me get some armor. So say this. Okay, mana regen 6, mana boost 6. That doesn't sound bad. It has blast protection, unfortunately. But alright. So can I get not silk touch? Fortune 4, there we go. This is just for a little test. It's not the best. I wouldn't use this. But let me see. If I get... Wait, but I think you need to... But I guess we can test it already. Because if it carries over the enchants, then we know that we're on the right track. Does it enchant? It doesn't, which means we need to enchant when we get to that level. So enchanting right now is pointless. I'm going to get a new pickaxe then. Fortunately, I believe the way you craft Unobtainium Paxel is by getting 3 Unobtainium tools and then combining them. I don't think you can craft them as diamond and then keep going forward, because that would save up on a lot of resources, but that's not the intention they wanted to do, of course. Unobtainium drill, what the heck? Wait, where's the Paxel? There is an Unobtainium Paxel, no? Oh, wait, there isn't? I swear it was a Paxel for... Oh, it's all the Modium alloy. Oh, that's more complicated. And then you do need all 4. Yeah, that's... okay, we're not at that level. We just need to do all the Modium normally first. There's no Unobtainium Paxel. We don't need to worry about that. Okay. I'd still like an axe, or I mean, especially a shovel though, for terraforming. You think I go collab will go on GP? Honestly, I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping it does, but it could very well not. So honestly, I have no idea. Efficiency 7. You know what? That's good enough. Silk touch is good on a shovel. Yeah, I'll take that. What about our axe? I mean, it doesn't. What's that sound? I don't know. Alright, let me get some new armor. I'm hoping we get some protection. I think the boots will keep the ones we have. Mana regen 6, projectile protection 9. I want normal protection though. Last protection 8. I think it's because I have too much Quanta or Arcana, but I don't really have another setup, so. Efficiency 8, Silk Touch, Nature's Blessing, okay. Sure, I will keep these 2. What about this? Fortune 6. We already have a good pickaxe. Huh. We got any protection ones here? Keep getting the wrong item in there. Blessing 9. Protection. There we go. Protection 7. Nice. And I also get blast protection. Alright. What about this? Kind of bad, honestly. I'm gonna make a new one. Let's see what we get. Mana regen 6. Blast protection again 8. Can I please get protection on the helmet? Blast protection again, seriously. Okay, let me change something else then. Chainsaw, great. What about now? Respiration 6 and breaking. The runes reveal, meaning there's another enchant, which is life mending. Okay, that's useless. Alright, we're not getting very far with that. Alright, we have this on then. I'll just use these. First, let me upgrade them all the way to vibranium. And then we can think about maybe mixing them together with the ones we have. Because that could be helpful. Where is the stuff? Smithing temple stable. There it is. Alright, so I know I will want the shovel, for example. So let's start with netherite. We do this. Do that as well. Alright. Now, which ones do I want? I mean, mana boost 6 and mana regen 6, I would like to get that. So I'll be taking that. The other one I'm gonna ignore. Both those. And this. Alright. We nearly went through all our templates. Alright, up next then. Let us start with actually upgrading my current vibranium pickaxe to Unobtainium. Our first Unobtainium tool. Same for the sword, the non-AXP one. Alright. Now the rest of the items. Unobtainium. I don't know if we're not going to be able to do them all or not. So we'll do what we can. We might need more Unobtainium, to be honest. We have 4. Unobtainium shovel. Yeah, and one of the axes, probably the axe is going to have to stay. Or one of those, actually. Which one do I want? Efficiency. This one. I made a mistake. Okay. But we also don't have enough vibranium templates. We're just gonna have to do what we have. Alright, so I definitely want the armor. But actually first the shovel. Where's the shovel? There it is. Vibranium shovel. And then I want the armor, yeah. And now we want probably the hoe. I mean the hoe is, we don't need to upgrade that further. That's enough, because we're just gonna put it in the farm and just gonna leave it there. There's no need to upgrade that. So the only thing we need left is the axe, actually. Wait a second. I think we're fine with doing it all. I only need it at all the Unobtainium level. I don't need it more. So now for the vibranium one, we need the axe, which clearly, yeah, we don't have enough, because we only have one Unobtainium template. I don't want to risk it. I don't know if I think I have one more, but I want to keep it one in storage as well. So I think we'll upgrade those, and that's it. Yeah. So these are the ones we want to upgrade, but one of them, I believe a few of them actually, you want to mix them with what we have. The enchants. Let me get an anvil. Please, I've been saving my. Oh, we can't read chat because there's nothing in the middle. Crystals probably for that collab. I see. I have like 24,000. I am gonna be pulling on the collab for sure. So I hope it does come out. That would be nice. Wait. What was that? Anvil on a stick. You can have that as well. Okay. I'm assuming, yeah, it works the same way as the crafting on a stick. It just lets you access from your inventory. Alright. Let's see. We need our current stuff. Let's see what we want. Blast protection 5. Now this will probably give me this respiration 7. Oh wait, 6. That's already an upgrade. Let me compare. It will upgrade mana boost, and I believe there's also mana regen, which the other one doesn't have. And there's some new enchants, some enchantment upgrades. Okay, yeah, I mean this is good. Also, Aqua Affinity, we don't have that. So 100%, we're using that. Oh my god, wait, what's wrong? Why does it not, does it have to be the other way around, or does it will not let me? Why, is it the life mending? Or can you not combine vibranium stuff? Okay, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to not have that. What am I losing? I think it's only protection that I'm losing. Yeah, I mean, and blessing. But to be honest, blessing can sometimes be a pain because you get the avoiding thingy or like ghost form, and then you can't attack, or you get teleported around. So I don't mind losing blessing. And again, I'm playing with keep inventory on, so tombstone spellbound is useless, pretty much. So I'm missing out on protection. Everything else is better. So I think I'm gonna keep that then, and we'll see if we can get a protection book then, I guess. So the vibranium helmet, we can probably craft an armor stand. I don't want to just throw away the armor and put it into the storage. Armor stand. Put it in here. And the old one will go there. Alright, looks like we'll have to choose then. This one has protection, so for now, unless you can mix these two, but I don't think so. So let's try doing that. Yeah, it won't work. So for now, I'm gonna keep the other. If we need magic, the other vibranium chestplate is gonna be better because it has mana boost 6 and mana regen 6. But for protection wise, I want to keep that. Now for leggings. This is protection 7 and blast protection 7 and blessing 11. But this is also pretty good. 11 armor. 11-9 armor toughness. Yeah, actually, I might actually keep the old one. So I guess we didn't need... We only upgraded one, and the others are spares. Okay. I guess we didn't really need to have done that. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade these four then. So the upgrade plans: the shovel, these two we've already done, and my 4 pieces of armor. So yeah, we have enough templates. Perfect. Yeah, also hope you get lucky in the collab. I don't know when it's gonna get announced. I forgot which patch was, like 11.6. I think we got a few patches ahead, like 2 patches worth of content. So it should have a little bit more time to save, I think, because the Fate one just happened recently. Alright, where is it? It is over here. Wait, hold on, I need to get a tissue. Wait, I should probably just bring them over because I think I got a cold, so hold up a little bit more. I was back, but I nearly forgot to unmute. I'm glad I think I clicked it, but I probably clicked it in the wrong spot because I didn't unmute. So, anyways, we're back. Alright, so gonna upgrade all these. Unobtainium shovel. The helmets look cool, honestly. Unobtainium helmet. Unobtainium chestplate. Unobtainium leggings. And unobtainium boots. We got a full unobtainium. Looks like space armor. What the heck? Looks like space armor. I don't know. And it feels like is that green? Like the vibranium green? Because you upgraded it from it. There's no Unobtainium traces though. Besides my Unobtainium jetpack, but that's something else. Alright, can we get I wonder if I think I wanted to use a trim. Was it the ward trim or something? Wait, do I not even have it? What's the trims that I have? I'm sorry. Oh, they're called smithing templates, right? You can only see the trims when you check on it. Spire, Vex, Wild, and Rib, and Ward. I'm gonna check what they look like, which you can actually do over here. Was it in basic armor? Yes. So you can see the ones we have here: Vex, Wild, Spire. And I guess we can mix. Ward. I like the Ward one. The Rib one's pretty cool as well. I'm actually go with that. For now. We can change it later, I guess. So it's the Rib trim. We already have 4. But I'm gonna duplicate it a little. Because otherwise we're gonna run out of them. Oh, I forgot this is not a crafting terminal. There we go. There we go. 8. Should read 4. Send the others back. Yeah, I want to use all the Unobtainium as a template, as a trim. But first I want to see what it looks like. Okay. It doesn't affect too much, it looks like. Oh, you still see it a little. Okay. Unobtainium. Yeah, you see it a little bit. It's not that noticeable. That way we get all 3 though. Unobtainium and kind of, I guess the green will be vibranium. And the rest will be Unobtainium. So it showcases all 3 colors. Okay. Sure. Look at that. Alright, we're set. Got these Unobtainium tools. I still need the axe, but I need more Unobtainium. I guess I could maybe get more. Hold on. I think I can get more. I mean, I have plenty of netherite. We should be able to craft some more, I hope. Let me see. Yeah, we can get more. Hold on. Let me finish where I started then. Looks like we can do that easily. The vibranium templates were fine as well. And same for Unobtainium. We're chilling. I'm gonna put 1 in there, but one of them I want it to be separated because I don't want to lose my Unobtainium template. Okay. There we go. We got everything we need, I think. Put 3 in there. Get all 3 upgrades. Now, yep, that's all. Go over here. We got the axe as well. Unobtainium. Vibranium. Unobtainium. There we go. Quests. Unobtainium chapter. And we're done with that part. Oh, here's the thing. They added a creative chapter, which I think you can get some items from all the Unobtainium stars. So like there's this creative energy cube that you can make, which I believe is just voids energy though, because it's empty, perpetually empty. But you can make the actual creative energy cube with energizing 4 empty ones, an Unobtainium star, which is it's basically the goal of the mod pack, so you can tell it's hard to make, and 2 billion forge energy power, 2 billion energy, and you can make an infinite energy cube, which is just as infinite energy basically. But that's like endgame of endgame. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I don't even have any intentions of crafting the Unobtainium star, which is this thing down here. What the heck is that? Nether star blocks times 3, which means each of these requires 729 nether stars. Not to mention the alloy blocks, which, yeah, it's insane. Peak leech heart block. What, we need a block of that? What the heck, bro? You know, I'm not even gonna think about it for now. Maybe in the future, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyways, we can store out all those ores and stuff and get started on the next thing. I will not be needing the extra stuff. I will wanna take my temp pad, store my tools away so I don't accidentally transfer them. Everything else can go. Okay. Alright, I want to get back into AE2 then, but I'm just gonna go through the quest list and we'll see what we have. We'll see if we can learn that way as well, because I usually rely on video guides. But yeah, I have an end goal here, though, like a goal that I really want to learn, which is how to transfer items in and out of the system automatically, because I'm not manually moving those 300,000 inferium, which are just gonna go back up after a while. So really gotta automate the process of moving it to the storage. That's all I need for now, but I mean, we need to learn the mod, so otherwise we're probably just gonna be confused. Let's just go through the list and see what we have. I've already accessed some of them and accepted the rewards. Some of these I really need to read. So let's get started with the ones we've already crafted and used. To connect, yeah, I'm just gonna read this on my own, otherwise my voice is gonna get tired from all these texts. Seem to be very detailed. If I have something to talk about, I'll say it. Yes, I've heard about 8 channels. Up to 32, okay. So we have the dense cables for that. There's covered cables and dense cables. Why do we need covered? Is there a reason? Oh, the most multi-part devices such as buzzers and terminals cannot be directly attached to dense cables. Okay. Alright. I'll collect the rewards here. Alright, what we got here? Storage statistic is digital cells. ME chest. There's an ME chest? Oh. Interesting. I want to craft that. Hold up. Does it work like a chest instead of cells? Can I craft it already? No, we're missing a terminal. So how does this thing work? Does it just, you act it like a chest? Oh, it's a single storage cell. And I gotta have it on and for some reason. What? What the heck? He done crafted it. That's possible? Wait. Oh! I just realized if you shift right click with any cell in hand, you can actually uncraft it, and that's great because let's say, okay, I have this I have a bunch of 64Ks. I can empty some empty ones, but I don't need those. I need a 256K, like the upgrade. I can uncraft the 3 of them, and there we go, 364K parts. That is actually so useful. I will definitely be using that later. I realized that on accident, but yeah, I don't know how to access this thing, to be honest. Either way, it seems you can only carry 1 storage cell, so it's kind of useless, to be honest. Maybe it'd be good early game, but because you don't need to, yeah, you can just access it like that. You still need power, though. Oops. But yeah, it's not really that useful then. Okay, we can ignore that. I'm gonna put it in the storage. Oh, the single cell. Oh, I should have just continued reading. Its own terminal screen, okay. And we drive to all up to 10. Alright, its own terminal, yeah. Each also has external capacity to sort designated by the component cell's been crafted with. So these then, yeah, they're just the same. There is the 1 million storage component. The first megabyte, okay. Mega cells. With 256 million storage. What the heck? How are we gonna need to store that many items? Wait. Do these things still have like types? Like does it have does it have a capacity for it doesn't say it. Oh, but this one doesn't say it either. Okay, never mind. Cause I mean the storage cells, the way they work. Oh right, hold up. I know how to figure that out. It's because that's a component, not a part. Okay, so about the MB drive components. What's it called? Cell. The mega ones. Let's think about like the 4 million components. This one, 64. If I use that, it does have 54 types. Okay, so it's the same problem as the others. I mean, not a problem. They're supposed to work that way. No, but they also store energy. Interesting. Oh, it's a portable item cell? Oh. Hold up. Yeah, there's one has 63 types. There's portable cells. Alright. But yeah, if you have like say 63 different items, one of each, it's not gonna take 64 million items or well data. I think some items have different data values. It's just gonna take those 63 numbers because you can only have 63 types, so that doesn't change. Okay. Item storage cell. 63 different types of items. For each type already present, 1 byte counts for 8 items of that same type. Also, we have how bytes work, because I never got what item that was. Containing only cobblestone, can hold up to 8,000 cobblestone. Oh. The cell is empty, can be repurposed by disassembling it. I just realized that a while ago. That is so useful. So I can upgrade my storage if I have no items in there. Alright, so we can look into other stuff next. There's weapons, cell workbench, overflow destruction. Oh, that's useful for farms. Wireless access point. Wireless anchors. Access point is the open and wireless via wireless terminal. And a set finite range depending on how wireless boosters are inserted into the access point. Access point, wireless booster. Okay, so we can take it away. So like, let's say I have it on here. I think I can open up a wireless point somewhere like back in my starter base and I could access it from there. That's useful, I think. That's how it works. But let's see the rest because we're looking for ways to enter and leave items out of the storage. Spatial IO. Okay, it's probably here, right? Auto crafting. No, might not be. Huh. Bulk item storage? What's this? Oh, mega cells. Oh, there it is. That's gotta be it. ME import bus. Is it? Is this it? Sucks items in from whatever external storage the bus is facing. Yeah, this is what I need, I think. Let's start with this. The IO. To make life that much easier, AE2 provides a whole suite of devices for the manipulation of ME data, moving stored items around the world. The main interface is one of these devices. I see. Allows any item, fluid, etc. to be piped externally through it, which is then automatically stored in the ME network that the interface is connected to. As an output device, the interface can be configured to keep a certain available amount of stored item in stock from the ME network to its own internal inventory. Allows items to be received some external source like another player or some pipe. So we definitely need these. I'm gonna craft one of each. There's two variants, it looks like, and I can just craft two of them. Okay. So ME interface, we're gonna need that for sure, probably. So 2 of them. We're good. The IO, okay. Forgot to mention. An important concept with AE2 is a technique known as, oh my god, seriously. I don't know if it's a code or not, but it's annoying to, the nose is annoying right now, so I'm gonna not talk over this. If there's something I want to comment on, I'll comment on it. The use of the quartz fiber as a cable part. If quartz fiber can be a cable. No data or channels between the two. It's not only transmitting power. I see. So it's like a network that doesn't include the other items. So it doesn't count as the same network, kinda. But it's using the same power source. Is that what I get it is? Which I guess would be useful if you have like separate farms and stuff. I don't know. Hold on. I'm back. ME import bus for accessing items from whatever external storage bus is facing. Can option be filtered to only take internal items from set inventory. I think these really and the ME interface is what we need. Then we can test it out to see if it works how we think it does. So we need an ME import bus, which we need this. Okay. So now let's see. We also need more iron ingots. Seriously, need more. Well, we don't need more. We need more iron ingots in the storage specifically, because I have like 100,000 of them up there. But I mean, my storage is not up there, so we gotta go take them out. But first, let me see. Can I get this thing working? So we got a terminal right here. We got a little terminal. I think I'm gonna extend the glass cable. So break the terminal for now. And we'll try to get it like right here maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Then what if I put an import bus here? That is not gonna work. Can it connect directly into a chest like from here? And then the import bus? It's not working. Configure imported items. Yeah, okay, everything is on. So we gotta put this alongside the interface, right? Okay, how does it work? Wait, there's a guide in the mod as well. Can I touch it from here? I can. Let me see. Import bus, old G to open guide. I hope this helps us. Wow, I feel like this is detailed. All right. The import bus pulls items and fluids from whatever else given items from the inventory it's touching and pushes them into network storage. For purposes of lag reduction, if the import bus does not import something recently, it goes into some sort of sleep mode where it operates slowly and wakes up and accelerates to full speed, 4 operations per second. When it successfully imports something, there are cable subparts. By default, the bus will import anything it has access to. Yeah, clearly it's not doing its thing, so what do I have to do? Items inserted in filter slots will act as whitelist. Oh, wait, is there a whitelist? I didn't notice that yet. That might be the problem. Let's try it out again. If it's not that, we'll just open up a guide again. So what's the whitelist? Oh, it's gonna be that. I see. So, let's put a single Unobtainium right here. Is it working now? I think it is. Look, it's going down and up, which means it should be going into storage. Unobtainium. Is it going up? It is! Let's go! But this is kind of slow. We need acceleration cards. So, do we have more, like, in storage? Because I know I crafted them before. I do. Alright. So, if I give these a whole bunch of acceleration cards, I'm hoping it, like, starts doing it a lot faster. Yeah, okay. Still a little bit too slow for my liking, but you know what? Yeah, no, this is faster than we produce. It's okay. Right now, that's because there's 340,000 in there. But look, it's going down pretty fast. It doesn't produce as fast. So, eventually, it's gonna get everything out, and then it's gonna... anything that's produced will automatically get transferred over there. So, our Unobtainium should be increasing right now. We're good to go. Yeah, look at that. It's going by a few thousand every time. That's very nice. Alright, so we got the thing I wanted to figure out sorted. Let me... So much as there's an import bus, there's probably an export bus, right? Wait, where was I? Right here. So yeah, those external items for certain inventory. Set inventory. There's also the export bus, periodically splits items in while its whitelist, filter out whatever external storage the bus is facing. Cannot work without being filtered. Okay. ME storage bus. When facing some external storage container, will allow the container to be used as though it were part of the ME network. Oh, okay. So I could also technically... Hold up. I got something a little bit to test. I could technically just make that entire chest part of the network. Wait, that actually might be better. Stop that. Stop. Wait, I can use a wrench. Okay, what do you have? Honestly, I just got that one a while ago. Do we have capturing 6 so I can mix them together, or does that not have capturing 6? Alright, let's go up to capturing 7. You know what? I think I'll take you up on that trade. Hold up. Because I do want to get a capturing 7 enchant just so we can get a lot of spawn eggs whenever. Diamond. No, not diamonds. Do I have a sword? Yeah, I do. Emeralds. I'll take 2 stacks. Alright, I'll take that. There's an epic ink. Not sure if that'll be useful or not for later. So I'll take them. So that's a sapling I don't think I have. So actually, I'll be taking that. Hold up. Take a few more stacks of emeralds. I'll take that. I'll take more epic inks. Because I don't see these around very often. So if they're good, useful. Whenever I get onto that mod, I don't even know what mod it is. Then maybe I can already have some at least. Alright. ME storage bus. Can I also craft stuff out of it? Is the question. I can get it with single interface. We can craft that as well. Limitless potential. Craft a storage bus. So if I go over here, do that, will this now count as part of the storage? Attached to external storage items. So if I now go over to Unobtainium, we'll have 300,000. I would do. Wait, this might be better because that way we don't have to take so much space. Because we could, yeah, I mean, we could just craft a big storage cell. I think eventually it's gonna be part of the system, but for now, let me see if I can craft stuff just from here. That is kind of my idea. Store everything. And we don't have auto crafting, so we'll be here. Oh god, we'll be here a while. We're talking about like 60,000 Prudentium or something like that, aren't we? Alright. Let's make this all into Prudentium. That is a lot of Inferium though. I wish there was a way to like mass craft it. Yeah. I mean, there's the auto crafting, but yeah, you know what? Let's learn about auto crafting. I feel like that's a bit more productive way of doing it. So yeah, we figured out what this works. Okay, that's nice and all. Let's see, auto crafting. I believe it's in a different part. Okay, auto crafting. Storage is nice and all that, but what good is a storage system if it's clogged up with raw materials needing by 300,000 Inferium? I could stand there and click it for like 10 minutes at least, but I don't feel like that's very productive. Process is still stuck to having to do so manually. AE2's auto crafting system begins with the ME pattern provider. The pattern provider holds certain items called patterns covered in the next quest, which are programmed to hold some recipe that turns input items into a certain output. Up to 9 patterns can fit into one provider. You'll often be making use of multiple pattern providers scattered all throughout your base, which is why it's useful to have a pattern access terminal to remotely access the contents of any and all providers in your ME network. So there is an access terminal for all the patterns and a pattern provider. Okay. Which kind of looks like a terminal in a sense. Oh, there is multiple. Okay. Let's start with the basic ones. Which uses up those resources. Hold up. So pattern providers. We want the normal one. There we go. Wait, that's advanced. Is there not a normal one? Are they all like advanced? What? Oh, no, there it is. ME pattern provider. Yeah, we're gonna need more iron, which I have plenty. I just need to move it out of there. And I think it's about time I use another one of these storage buses, so I can access the iron without having to craft a bunch of cells right now. So let me get another storage bus. ME storage bus. Yeah, this will be very useful because I can just grab the what's it called? Oh, right. Didn't the farm stop though? I think the farm stopped. I stopped the farm because I already had too much iron. Yeah, I stopped the farm. So no more items will be coming in anyways. We can take it out. Cause I mean 100,000 iron, I think that's gonna last us for a while. Slash home, okay. So if I put it right over here, same for these. Well, actually I want to be able to access it as well manually. So I'll put them like setting that direction. Same here. So we have those. I guess I will need one more storage bus, but we don't need it right now. We can just get the cable in first. Flix ME cable. Then get a ME storage bus like that. Gotta be facing it, I think, like this. So now all these should be part of the system, technically. So now we should be able to craft everything that we want here. Alright, pattern providers. Back to that. Any pattern providers? I'd like to get 2 of these. At least. Now I need a provider network. Which how exactly is it? What's it called? Pattern access terminal. Okay. I wrote access wrong. ME pattern access terminal. So I got both of these. That's great. Okay. Now, I'm gonna test it without knowing what it does. If it doesn't work, we'll have to watch the guide or continue the quest. So let's say, do I just attach it like a random place? It's online. Does it mean it's working? Maybe. There's patterns. Hold up. This looks like discs. Do I have to craft another disc? I'm assuming. So if we go over to just pattern, just type pattern. What we have here? Blank pattern. Okay, that's probably it. So we get 2 of these per thing, and then I just access it. Clearly not. Okay, we're missing something. How do we access a pattern? There's an induction card. Okay, I will just read through the quest. So, auto crafting, that is the terminals. So now we have patterns. Patterns are what hold an encoded recipe to be fulfilled by a pattern provider. To encode a recipe onto a pattern, the pattern encoding terminal must be used. Pattern encoding terminal. There is a wireless one, which is a curio. Interesting. But yeah, that can wait. Let's craft one of these. Crafting maestro. Craft a pattern encoding terminal. So then again, this is my laboratory where I just test stuff. We don't need this to look good. It's not gonna look good, honestly. Pattern encoding terminal. We want to be able to access our patterns, so we're gonna put a pattern access terminal in here. So now we should be able to. Okay, I think I see how this works. There's a crafting grid over here. So let's get our stuff. We need Prudentium. I think we need to tell it what it's gonna give. So I will need Prudentium, Inferium, and the crystal, I believe. We might as well have a Tertium auto crafting. And the infusion crystal. So to give it a pattern, let's see. I'm imagining it's something like this. This. Will it to say detect automatically what it gives? Yes, it does. Then do I just encode pattern for this? Crafts 1 Prudentium essence with 4 Inferium and Master Infusion. We use fluid directly. Okay, so then I just put this in the pattern provider, which I believe I can also access from here, right? Yeah, it tells me like a specific provider here. Can put that pattern over here. So now, can I craft it from here? Say Prudentium. Wait, there's a plus. This is the part I've seen in that guide. So how do I craft it? Like, do I click a little bit on the top left? So the plus is there, but I don't know how you do it. Okay, let's continue the quest. Because I remember seeing a plus. And then they had like a number somewhere, but I don't remember how that worked. And I didn't really... It was still confusing to me, so my memory didn't really retain. I guess we'll have to figure it out again. But the plus is there. So now how do I craft it? Crafting storage, maybe? Carry out another crafting job. We need a device to actually store the request itself. It looks like a computer. What the heck? Download more RAM. Okay. Along with any items for multi-set crafts, this device is known as the crafting CPU. A crafting CPU is a multi-block structure requiring at least one crafting storage block. Optional along with any other crafting unit. The multi-block can be made any size, but must be solid cuboid in order to form and function accordingly. Okay. So we need crafting storage. Now, if I want to because we're gonna be mass crafting Inferium. I'm guessing I'm gonna need a bigger one, because there were multiple cubes there. There's 1K, which starts with the crafting unit. Okay. Let's make, since it's a cube, I guess we could make it out of 4 if we need. But then there's all these components here, and you just use the storage cells. Wait, so if I go here, I'm gonna repurpose 4 of my empty cells. We can craft more later. Because we can do this. Then put them alongside crafting units. I'm hoping this is enough. And then we need to connect them somewhere, right? So, this is getting very, very not good looking. No, I don't want you to connect there yet. Hold on, can I break this with a hey, there's a pickaxe, okay. First time using my Unobtainium pickaxe. Wow, that's silly broken, okay. Wait, a cube of 4 needs 8. Oops. Hold on. I need more crafting units. Actually, which could be a problem because that's going to require even more. But I guess we can carry it over to our main base, so it'll be worth it because we'll have a bigger one. But yeah, I'm going to take 64 more of each. Like this. Okay, again, we'll craft storage cells later. But I want to learn how this works now. So now we have all this. There's a crafting status. I don't know if I'm gonna need to know that or if I could just keep it here and be done with it. However, all these probably increases consumption a little bit, but it's still manageable. Okay. Right, now what? So now we have that. Crafting co-processing unit. Download more CPU cores. What the heck? Okay. Crafting CPU helps speed up crafting jobs by allowing. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Compressing in from mega cells rise for threads in such a single block. Okay, I have no idea what that even means. So we need one of these is what I'm getting at. Okay. So one more crafting unit. Now I'm gonna need a co-processing unit. But that speeds it up, so I wonder if I can make it already. Potentium. If I click on the plus, can I even do that? No. Okay, let's just keep going with the quest. Crafting co-processing unit. Just add an engineering processor. So can I just have one? So I guess we'll put that here. Device is offline. Wait, have we connected far too many terminals? Can I connect this to one of these? Nope, it just shut that entire thing down. Did we run out of terminals? We could. Then can I make a storage out of 2 AB controllers? Is that possible? No. What? How does this even work? Okay. Crafting monitor. Let's see if we can just use this to craft then. So you need a crafting monitor. That's probably what allows us to craft, I'm guessing. She's just a storage monitor. Which we need a level emitter. Okay. So now I can craft a storage monitor. And a crafting unit. To craft a crafting monitor. Now let's see, is it a channel problem or can I connect a new one? No. I think we ran out of storage connections probably. So we're gonna have to remove some of these. I don't need that many terminals. We can get rid of this. Gonna have to manually take out the iron. I see now why you shouldn't be using too many of these, because you're gonna need more channels. Which I think you can get easily, but I don't know how that works yet. Huh. That should count as a channel though. I can remove more. I have a pattern provider, pattern access terminal. I don't need a access terminal technically. So am I now able to get this here? No. I'm confused. Is it the way the item works? Let's try getting, say, another. Yeah, but I had the storage burst earlier. No, something is wrong with how the item works, but I don't know what. Let's try crafting a dense cable. Flow semi-dense cable. How do you craft it? Cover cable. Wool and that, okay. Get like 16. Should I just make a stack? Okay, then I can just make this. Can I attach it to any normal stuff? I can. Crafting monitor? No. How does that work? I guess we'll just have to look it up. Crafting monitor. Wait. Huh? Crafting unit, crafting, co-processing, crafting monitor. What the heck? Wait. So you're telling me this entire thing is like so we would place that here alongside a co-processing unit. Now that's everything is offline though. So let's make 2 more. Do I really want to make 2 more? And I'm just gonna destroy 2 of these. Because it has to be in a cube. That's why it wasn't working, right? But if I place that here, crafting monitor here, it goes online. Oh! Okay, that helped a lot. That visual image this is why video guys work better for me. Because I was so confused. What the heck? They even tell me like it needs to be that. So it's integrated into the storage, and that's how you know. So now this technically should work, right? Okay. Now I guess I need a. Can I just craft it like right now? Let me see. Prudentium? No, I can't seem to craft more. Not from here, at least. Alright, but at least now that should be working, right? Both the humanitarian and economic functions identically, but are provided with the for aesthetic purposes. Okay. So these are already automation upgrades. The ME level limiter, when configured with a specific item, quantitative it to respond to a limited redstone signal depending on whether the item stored in the network either falls below, goes above, or equals given quantity. These can be used, for example, to automatically switch certain machines on with redstone to auto-craft a resource when it falls below a given minimum amount. That is really useful, but I don't even know how to craft in the first place. So let's try to figure that out. Is it with no, not the encoding terminal. We already have that in there, but we can't craft it from here now, can we? No. Crafting patterns, stone cutting patterns. Huh. How do I autocraft now? Stored craftable. Oh, wait, what? So, stored craftable. Stored items. Oh, this is because I have Prudentium selected. Craftable. Plus. Oh. Oh. There it is. Look at that. So, yeah, let's say we had like 300,000, right? So, 300,000 divided by 4. 800, 640, 320. I think we have at least 320,000. So we can do like 80,000. Is there a way to type the number? Oh, yeah, there you can type the number in. 80,000. Is it gonna be... It's gonna take some time, right? To craft 80,000, need 320,000. No crafting CPUs are available. Okay. 640,000 bytes used. Oh, I don't think we have enough for that. Yep, okay. But, I mean, it should technically work. The thing is, to mass craft, you're gonna need a lot, I guess. Okay, let me... So, let's imagine we did less. So, instead of that, for a little test, we'll do 10,000. We should have enough for that. 80,000. Partial plan, missing ingredients. Oh, we don't have them. Oh, it's in my inventory. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. There we go. There you are. So, 10,000, yeah. It's better just type it in. Now, we should have enough storage, right? Crafting CPU, automatic. How long will it last, is the question. Storage, NA, coprocess, NA. What does that mean? Okay, so we have that. Is it being crafted? How long will it last? Partnership essence. Is it doing its thing? Schedule 10,000. Crafting status. Is that the time it's gonna take? What? Excuse me? What? That's a lot. Hold up. What? Okay, we gotta speed this up. We needed a co-processing unit to speed it up, right? 10,000. How long are you gonna take? This is not even crafting anything. Okay, we gotta figure stuff out. Hold up. Since items devices faster to work correspondingly multiple required items. It is not working. I don't think it's working, bro. Cancel. Okay, I'm really gonna need a visual guide. Alright, I'll watch a visual guide, and then I'll just set it up for crafting whenever I watch the video guide. So, alright, let's move on to something else, though. Let me store all that stuff. But, you know what? At least I think we learned a lot. So, that's good. Alright. I wanted to, speaking of the farms that I mentioned, to get a crop support, which I believe makes crops grow faster. Okay, it's just squares compressed iron, so we have a whole bunch of that. And I want to see, like, how fast is it? So, let's go up. Alright, using these on my inferium farm. I can apply it here, okay. My question is, how fast will it be? Will it be noticeable? We're gonna apply it on like half the farm and then see how that goes. Yeah. Look, the left side is going much faster. What the heck? I think it is, right? I'm not crazy. I mean, both are fast, so it's not too noticeable. You can say, I think it's when it does like a green thing, it's when it applies bone meal. What the heck did I apply it on? No, not there. Alright, I think, yeah, we'll keep applying these to everything in our farms. And that should increase production a lot. And these are super easy to make as well. Same here. Thing is, I believe when yeah, to remove the seed afterwards, you need to break the support, which is a little bit annoying, I'm afraid. And then I accidentally broke the seed. But that's okay, we won't be switching out that often. There's nothing in here. Alright. There we go. Everything should be going faster now. And now, that thing I crafted earlier, do I still have it? Yes. Set it to automate wheat. And I guess I could also apply the crop supports here. I wonder if I'll still be fast with that. Well, at least a little bit. And these are super cheap to make, so. Alright, and I wonder if I can give it. I would need to upgrade that first. Okay, that can be another time. There's a feeding upgrade I think you can apply directly to storages. But I have one in my backpack, so there's really no need. I'll take a few wheat to craft it. That's what I'm using as my automatic food stuff. Alright, and flax, honestly, we're barely gonna need. I mean, we have spider essences. There's no need we need flax, so just gonna leave that there. Alright, gotta get the items. Oh, there's a... I'm gonna sleep. Nope, we're not dealing with that. Heck no. Maybe it's time we get started moving over there, though, to my main base. I think I did something wrong, though. I don't know if I want to have, like, the limestone bricks at the bottom or at the top. I feel like at the top it makes more sense. So I might switch that out, because I'm also going to use a different type of brick. Which I forgot what they're called. Is it from Create Mod bricks, like the decoration ones? No, it's Dormum Ornamentum. And it was some cream bricks. No, not that one. There was a different one. Cream stone bricks, I think. There was a different variety, though. It's not the sand ones. Wait, are we sure it's this? Also, I think we don't have sand. Okay, that's easy to solve, though. There we go. Now we have a little bit of sand. Was it the... Oh, it's sandstone. Hold up. Now we have a little bit of sandstone. Just a little bit. A tiny bit. You know, the usual. Just crafted a whole bunch. At this point, we can do that. And now creamstone bricks. I think it was this one, yeah. Because the sand ones are a little bit brighter. We probably want to have this at the bottom because it would be darker with shadows. Technically, I mean, I don't know anything about building. Who am I to speak? Stone bricks. Okay, hold up. I'm bad at building, by the way. So, don't judge me. I will be bad. Alright, that's a few stone bricks. We could use a few beige bricks as well, maybe. Not too many. Just a few. Try like this. Okay. So I think if I put that there. Put that there. Now I also need the limestone. A little bit more. But I believe I should have limestone in storage. But it doesn't show. Oh, that's why. Configure. Not that. There we go. For now, limestone. Yeah, we have 2,300 bricks. So yeah, we have all that. Plus the ones we're about to get. We gotta really charge up our building gadget. There we go. And now let's go up and get started placing stuff. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make these different as well, a little bit different here. Okay, that's didn't seem to leave anything behind. That's good. Take that. Okay. So let's see, the cream stone bricks, I'm thinking. And then we'll have to texture it, but for now, let's just do that. So if I place a single one here, and then do vertical wall, I think. Yeah. And then I'm gonna need to know what I'm doing. The range doesn't have to be that high. Does have to be a little bit higher than that, though. Oh, but it also makes it longer. Okay, we'll do that then. So something like this. And it should stop at the cobblestone, yeah. Okay. Now we just do this all the way around. The building gadget is so useful. Look at all that so quickly as well. Cause like, who the heck builds manually? That takes way too long. I will not be able to build in vanilla after this, pretty much. I mean, I will. I'm just joking, but this makes it so much easier to make larger buildings, especially. Oh, we missed one. Okay, we can do that by hand. Yeah, I think this will look a little bit better once we finish. And I see I accidentally placed over there as well, which we're gonna have to remove. Yeah, sometimes it places two, but we only want to place one, so that's a problem. Yeah, okay, we only want one though. We can use our pickaxe here. Shouldn't break the ones below. Yeah, no, it doesn't break the ones below or anything. So we're safe. Alright, and now we also need to go ahead and... Also, that is indeed somewhere to go back to the lab as well. Okay, so now that would be the first floor. Now the second floor will be around this height, but I have not actually built the rest of the things. We're gonna have to do that now. Wait, we can start from here. The mod doesn't seem to be working, so I guess we're just gonna have to do the vanilla way. Because you could technically place stuff even if you're not looking at the block. That's also useful, but yeah. And my idea is I'll probably expand on this once I get into the forest, but I don't want to cut part of it just yet. I'm gonna leave it there. And I'll decide later what I want to do with it when I need more space. I don't need it right now. Because this is probably gonna be my main base. Well, if I keep going with this world, I don't know if it's gonna be my main base forever, but at least for a very long time. Probably forever. I don't think I'll get that far. Then again, you never know, so... I'm not limiting my freedom on that, so it's whatever. But I'm probably gonna keep it for a while. That much I can say. My starter base was getting a little bit too small, and I do want to build stuff around. I don't want everything to be centered around the main base, because I like the idea of having multiple stuff, like a little village everywhere, somewhere. Even though at the same time I'm kind of bad at building. And I also don't build that often, so It's very often unfinished for a long time, so there's that. But I do like it. But I somehow delay it still. That was unintentional. Actually, that is also why I like a certain mod called Mine Colonies, which I'm wanted to get into soon. And I know a location where I'm gonna put it. So yeah. Now this one is a little bit different because I actually wanna make the second floor bigger than the first. And it's gonna go on to here. Then I wanna place some kind of pillars down there. I honestly, these might look horrendous. I have no idea. But no, we're experimenting, I guess. Because it's about time I tried making something that's not a direct cube. So yeah. And then if I expanded it, I wanted a building on the side, but hopefully at a different height, so it doesn't feel the same. That might at the same time look ugly though, because when you do those kinds of things, you gotta do them right. And I do not have practice on doing them right, so it might look really bad, but we'll see when we get there. Anyways, that's for future expansions. I don't need it right now. That's gonna be plenty enough space for now. Also, we are gonna keep that enchanting setup over there by the unbuilt library, but I'm gonna make a new one at home, and hopefully one that's catered more towards fortune and protection. I think the reason I'm getting a lot of not getting those and getting silk touch and the other types as well is because they're technically rarer vanilla enchants, I think, and because I have the Eternal and Quanta at maximum, that actually makes it worse in terms of those getting protection and stuff. So I'm gonna try to make the fix for it over here in my main base somewhere. That's my idea. Alright, however, this part is gonna be out of limestone. Mostly. So actual limestone. Oops, okay. The problem then is to actually build here. Feel like I'm gonna want a little temporary wall of sorts. Maybe over here though. So I'll actually do a build to me. Switch to build to me mode for a moment. Just so I can make a little wall over here to stand on while I build. And then vertical wall. Please don't build a oh, I'm gonna have to destroy some stuff. That's fine. Wait. Okay, I can do that safely. Alright. Now I gotta destroy the top though. We can destroy this as well, but we might want to break these so we don't break the rest of the wall with it. There we go. I'm gonna sleep. Alright. No, let's try getting a floor on this part. I don't know what I want to make the floor out of yet. Yeah, we might have like a placeholder floor until I decide that. Then I'll switch out the blocks manually when I decide. So let's make a placeholder floor out of calcite. I think I do want to use calcite on the first floor. Specifically cut calcite. So I don't have much calcite. Let's go home for a moment. Wait. I can also do that. Use the thing I've actually built for it. Oops. Alright. So take a whole bunch of calcite. And make it all into cut calcite, I believe. At least for now. There's also polished. Where's the cut calcite? Oh. Is it a different type? I don't know, but polish works. Just gonna do a whole bunch of polish for now. Again, it's a temporary floor. I think I will change it. So that's good enough for now. Specifically on this floor, because I want to be able to walk around while I build the rest of the walls. Or is it the wall? Okay. Yes, for once we do actually want it going all the way up there. There we go. Oops. This is why I need floor. There we go. Oh, that built part of it here as well. Okay. So just keep going with this temporary floor. And I would run out of calcite here. Also, we are creating a little bit of a mob farm in here though. So I gotta fix that as well. And for now, I'll just use a mega torch. Two of them. Or three, I guess. Okay, slash home. Oh yeah, slash home isn't my home yet, it's my laboratory. Okay. Let's place one down to like more or less like this. For now. I didn't bring the calcite. I didn't get the calcite. I need smooth calcite. Oh, wait, polish, sorry. There you go. Alright, that's good enough. Now I can start building from here. See if you didn't build on the other side. No, we're safe on that. Okay. So that's just those. We can do build to me mode. Alright, we got a floor here, a temporary floor, but yeah. I'll keep the calcite for now for the structure. But on this side we need limestone then. And we want a vertical wall this time. Like this. Oh god, we're gonna have to go there up again every time. There's a piece of cobblestone here that we don't want. Alright, now we just gotta destroy a lot of it because we built too much. There will also be a tower over there because I wanted something overlooking that place, but that can wait. I believe they're actual pillar blocks, like not the pillar ones from variants, but the actual pillars. Look like Greek pillars kind of style. So I'm thinking maybe we can use that. I'll see in a second. We'll need a roof later as well. But yeah, this front, I mean, I'll need to decorate and stuff. I don't know if it'll look good or not. We'll see. Wait, wrong place. So you still used to going there. We want pillar. All we got. Yeah, I'm talking about these ones from Minecraft and mod. There's pillar trims. I don't know which one we should use though. But there are also more. Yeah, right here. But these are very specific ones. We could use maybe sandstone. I don't know if this would work out well. So let me see. If there was a block surrounded by these, what does it look like? I mean, it does look interesting. Maybe I will actually do it. Okay, let's try it out. So I'll craft a few of these. And let's see. Sadly, there's no limestone ones. I feel like the closest really is sandstone. We also will want a door eventually, so let me break through that. Alright, so, oh wait, there's one more thing I want to test, which could be a problem. Can they connect? Kinda, I mean, it looks a little bit different. Alright, so let me see, like, let's say we wanted it to, like, start around here. I would change the terrain a little later, but let me see what this looks like if it were groups of 4. Okay, now over here. Could activate hover mode, that would be better. We ran out, but I think this could kind of work if I place it in the right spots, at least color-wise. But I don't think I want to place it there. But I think I'll go with that idea. I'll continue the rest whenever I have some spare time and I feel like it. But I think I might go with that idea, honestly. I think it looks alright. It's not great, though. I mean, I'll still need to decorate a whole bunch around the walls and stuff, of course. Also, that cobblestone will disappear, don't worry. That was just placeholder so I can place the stuff. I might replace it with a different trim, maybe, but I don't know yet. Some of it will disappear, like this bit here. I don't feel like that's necessary, at least, but I don't know. But it's temporary blocks. Okay. I think I got a base idea for what I want to do with the pillars. Probably in different spots, though. Alright, still 7:30. I might get started onto that. But I wanted to see the roofs first, because, I mean, my main base has been without a roof for a while, and I wanted to see Macaw's roofs. I've seen someone use it, and I think they look pretty cool. And there's only a few. I think I wanted to use, like, a darker one, and I believe there's blackstone, not blackstone, nether bricks. What's the name of the roof? I guess I just have to type roof. Yeah. So we could use nether bricks. I think I might go with that. We could also use deep slate. I feel like that's too much. I don't know. I guess I'll just test a few. So let's take a deep slate and nether bricks. We might need to get more nether bricks for sure. But I think I can craft them, right? Yeah, easily. Wait, how do I make that into a roof? Okay, it looks like I still use the stone cutter. So there are different types of roofs as well. There is a lower base roof, normal roof, steep base roof, top roof here, lower top roof. It's like I think they're letting you make different types of roofs with this is what I'm getting. So we wanted to make a higher one. Oh, let me try with a deep slate because I have more. Actually, I could just craft more. That's fine. So if we have the lower base roof, what else would I think the top roof, lower top roof, I think I'd pair it with that. Hold on, let me test it. So we have this. Yeah, it's like a slab of a roof. So I'm gonna place that with that. Yeah, interesting. And I think I can do the opposite with something else here. Which is those steeper ones. So there's this, I believe there should be another one. Because there's a steep top roof, there's gotta be steep base roof. Wait, these are different. How do they work? So this thing would go up a block though. So I'm gonna place a block here. That, wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Wait, no way I can place it. Oh, I would place it on top? Oh, interesting. Okay. So the only question is what type do we want for our main base? I'm so bad at roofs, by the way. This will look ugly, but you know what? Let's try it, I guess. So since I don't know what I want, I guess I'll just make a little bit of each. There's also the base roofs that I could go with. We'll see if the colors look good or not as well, because I'm not sure. Gonna take 32 for sampling. Lower base roof. And then we want lower top roof, 32. That takes 64 of these. Steep top roof. And we need steep lower roof. Steep base roof, I mean. So yeah, we'll test these. I don't know if it's gonna look good with deep slate or not, and then we'll see. Back to my start base. It is an overall tall building, so I think I'm going to try these ones first. So I placed him here. It's the wrong way around. So yeah, I think we'd start here. Something like this. Can I keep doing it via this? I can. And then we'll place the top roofs on here. Yeah, I think this might work out. Then we would need base nether bricks. For now, I'm just gonna place where I need them, like this. Steep base roof like this. Steep top roof. On top. I guess we could even do a mix, maybe. Once we get to a certain point, I'm not sure. Wait, these are the lower ones. Let me see what it looks like. I think it could work out. I feel like it's a little bit too bricky though. We'll probably need to texture it maybe. You know what, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. See how we go from there. I think. I suppose I could try out the deep slate ones first. Let's try out specifically the base and the top roofs. So let's imagine this. Honestly though, I feel like the deep slate maybe. Do I have normal deep slate? No. Yeah, I feel like I don't want it to be a little bit too bricky though. I think some deep slate. Okay. I'm not gonna put too much thought into it. On future builds, yeah, but I just want to see what I can do with that. And check out the roofs and stuff. And hopefully get some practice along the way. That's all. Alright, so I wanted a whole bunch of deep slate. And I think I'm just gonna take the cobble deep slate. Store everything else that we don't need. Alright, so take a whole bunch of it. And you know what I'm gonna do. Just like this. Now we wait. Basically an OP furnace. That doesn't use fuel. I could make it automatic with a chest and a conveyor belt, but this is actually faster whenever I just want like an inventory of something smelted. Because it, instead of smelting a stack at a time, it's melting the entire thing, the entire inventory, pretty much. So it does have its benefits. Of course, the disadvantage is you can't, it's not really automated. I just put it in there. I think it's already deep slate. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Full inventory deep slate. Now to make this into roofs. So I think we'll start with making a whole bunch of steep base roofs. Say like 5 stacks of each. That should be more than enough, I hope. Steep top roofs. And I wonder if I can use my building gadget for this. Five stacks. 5 stacks of the other roof. So we're talking about the lower top roof. We're not gonna use 5 stacks. But I want to go back, so. Yep, now the other one. Deep slate lower base roof, that one. $35, so we'll make 5 stacks of these as well, even though I don't think I'll use them right now. Actually, I'll make 6 of these, because if we do make a roof out of this, it'd probably be just that, but I don't think it's going to be now. And we want the top ones that I'm going to be doing using here, maybe, depending on... I guess I've never really calculated the distance in my house, so I hope we can even get to use them, I'm not sure. But just place those in there, and I believe there is also windows, yeah. Attic roofs, interesting. I guess we can still use that place as an attic. So I'll get a few of these. And the last steep slate can go to... Yeah, good question. I don't know. So I'll just make another one of these. Actually, no, we don't need that many. Just whatever. Just store it in there. Use a building gadget. Where is it? What? Oh, I'm blind. Okay. However, we could really use some more energy on here. There we go. Let's go. Now I can do stuff with those. Wrong conveyor. Alright, so let's start with doing what we were doing. Starting with, I believe, these ones, yeah. Right here. Put one there. Now, can I use the building gadget to select this? Probably use a build to me mode. And will it retain the rotation? It will. Okay, that's good. We're missing a single dacite brick in here. No one will know because I cannot be bothered to go get it right now. Why am I not? Anchor set? No. Disable the anchor. Yeah, something like that. Then just get close enough to place that one. Alright. Now we want the top roof here. Oops. Hold on. We gotta fix our a little bit. Got a fix to do right here. We gotta select these. Go to the end here. And do that. So I'll place them over here. Now get the bottom one selected again. I guess this is where we're gonna need some more deep slate, so I'm glad I kept that. We're probably gonna need more. But this one is just for the outside here. So we won't need too much. Maybe this is enough. Place a steep base roof in here and in here. Now we should be able to carry that across. Yep. just like this. A few more. Oops. Alright. A steep base top roof. Wait, I didn't select it. Or I did, I just clicked the wrong button, I think. Okay. How to look from there? I think we want to keep going a little bit more. So again, right here, steep base roof. Oops. Select. Okay, ready to go over here. Okay. Now steep top roof. Go all the way to the end. Then I guess we would actually want to use the normal roofs maybe so it's not so drastic of a change. So we did craft those, right? Yeah. So then it would be deep slate around here. Normal deep slate roof. Building gadget. Do it again. Okay. Maybe we should start building the other side now. Wait, actually, I have a great idea. Let me see where the middle is. If we even have a middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, the middle is cuffed. Because then, you know, plus the 2 outside, 16. It's 8, 8, but we wanted one block in the middle. I really gotta check my building stuff when I start building stuff, but yeah. So 18, which means we're not gonna use the top roofs. We're likely gonna do something like, what does this even look like? I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. That block fell down. Cannot be bothered to get it. I'll fix it up later. So I guess we keep going with that for now. At least, how many blocks we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least one more basic roofs, and then we'll have to see. Still have it, yeah. Okay. Deep slate roof, the normal one. That didn't do a thing. Hold up. Because I clicked the wrong button again. I was holding shift when I clicked that, so that didn't work. Alright, then I believe there is a way. And you know what? I wanted to use it later because I'm building a train in creative. That's going to be the first passenger train on this world. Because I want to build some of those. They're really cool. But, so I'm going to need a schematic. I think I could use that on the roof to copy paste it. Hello there, Ray. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm building my house's roof, my starter base's roof for once. After 600 Minecraft days. This is how much I delay building. Like I am horrible at roofs. I'm actually using the McCall's roofs mod, so it looks alright, I guess. But it's I mean, I'm sure people could do better than that though. Even with vanilla roofs, I'm so bad. But you know what? I'm giving it a try. We got some variety in here, kinda. I mean, I probably should texture it, but yeah. But yeah, we're getting into that. And I was thinking of copy pasting the roof, so it just makes things easier. I mean, it's gonna be the same on both sides, and I'm gonna need to do that for the train later to paste it into the world. Well, I still need the materials, but in survival. But at least I can copy paste it. So a schematic cannon, that's one of them. And this thing kind of just shoots materials basically. You put them in a storage and it will shoot the materials you need to construct it. It's really cool. It is kind of slow though. In survival, in creative you can just paste the schematics, but in survival you gotta put the materials in there and wait for it to shoot. It also needs gunpowder, but that's not a problem. Then I need a schematic and quill, which is an empty schematic, which needs a light blue dye. And it actually saves as a file, so you can actually download files and basically have that as schematic in your world. And I think there is a create schematics website that you can go to and post stuff on there as well. So yeah, schematic and quill. I need a schematic table to actually make a schematic, and I think that's all I need. I think I might need another empty schematic. I don't know if I do need it to like then paste it. I don't remember, so I'm just gonna get that. Alright, we got all the stuff we need. Now let's go back up. Roses. Oh wait, what does that emote mean, by the way? Because I've seen you and Ame use all the time. Or is it just random? Alright, let's go back. You know what? I don't think it looked too bad, I guess. Maybe we'll see. Let me sleep. Night and rain are annoying. Also, we got Unobtainium, as you might have noticed by my the color of my armor. I mean, we already had Unobtainium and like, we got it upgraded. Because I had to go last time. Alright, schematic and quill. Right, we're gonna copy part of the house. I think we can make it so it ignores it, I hope. Otherwise, that could pose a problem. But if we copy in, like, right here, I think that's a good thing. I mean, it's copying part of the house, but that's fine, I think. So, like, then I place that in schematic table, I think. So, like, I have this. Did I save? I think I did save. I think to save it, you need to place it here. This is the train I'm working on. Oh yeah, I can show you. I guess I can show you already with this. Because if I were to put it over here, theoretically. Oh, this is just a train base. Okay, that's just the route. I thought I had a carriage ready to double it, but no, this was just the floor of the train. Never mind. I can't really show you now. I don't have it here as a schematic. How do I get rid of it? Oh, by not selecting it. No, that makes sense. Alright, how do I save it? Oh, there it is. Schematic name. I'm gonna save it as, I don't know, roof temp, because I'm gonna remove the file after. There's no need to have that. Alright. And now what? Oh wait, now it should be saved. Wait, I guess I didn't even spend that. So now I just go in here. and I just used the only schematic I had. So let me go craft more. And also need gunpowder, so I guess I need to come back here anyways. So gunpowder. I don't think I need that many. Schematic. I need an empty schematic. I don't think I need this anymore. Schematic and quill. / home. Oh, wait a second. My home is here. I just want to teleport from elevator. It's like, okay, got it. Did I have fixed storage? I am not touching that storage again for a while because I got a better storage. So I have no reason to have to wait for the things in the chain conveyors. But I've not fixed it now. Like, I have fixed it. It no longer crashes. Like, it no longer crashes. It wasn't crashing. But I'm scared it happened again. So I learned AE2. And honestly, AE2 is so much more convenient that I don't think there's a reason for me to go back. I might do it eventually. Like, maybe like if I do like a factory complex or something. I want to try out something new. I will then go back to using create storage. But it's probably not going to be my main storage. I'm using the applied energistics 2 mod, which I think you've seen, but I'll show you more in a second. Let me just see if I can use this to get this up. Rooftemp.nbt. Okay, now you have that. So now I place my schematic cannon somewhere. I don't think it needs power. It just needs a storage attached to it. So do I have wood? No. We could take... I could just go back home and yeah. So here's it's okay. I know it's like it's just my laboratory. This is temporary. I'm gonna place the storage in my main base, but so these cables are just connecting. They can connect. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Otherwise, I'm gonna get lost over the place. So it starts here. You got this ME controller. That's basically just what powers the storage. You need power for the storage to run. So I'm powering it with nether stars. I have too many nether stars, and the generator is pretty good. And then I have plenty of a supply in the energy cube right here. If I need to power it more, take another star. Just one gives 10 million energy, so we're chilling for a while. Because it doesn't spend that much energy, so it's fine. If I place it here and all the time, it's going to spend it whenever there's a little bit missing. So I just keep them in the chest. I'm pretty sure you can automate that process, but I'll do that later. So ME controllers. And then these ME controllers can connect to anything. So this in itself doesn't do anything. It's just the center of the storage. It's like it powers the storage in a sense. Then you use the cables to connect to whatever you want. So in this case, they're connected to these ME drives. Which are this... It's basically digital storage, which are these blocks over here. And you see that some of them have... they don't have anything. The others have the drives on it, like the little green thingies. Or some of the green are the 64K ones. Some are different. And all that. Like that one is right there. It's a little bit more yellow. That's because it's a different one. But yeah, these are your drives for storage. So they're stored in here. The items are stored in here. And you can actually take them out and carry them around if you want. So yeah, they work based on bytes. I think like a certain amount of number of items carry certain bytes. And then you have types. So 63 types. That's your different items. And your bytes are basically the capacity. So as long as you don't go above those items, you could technically go above 262,000 here. So for example, I have 16,000 copper in there, but I have a lot of bytes remaining. I could add just a whole bunch of copper in there. But if I try to add an item that's not in there, it's not going to go there. It's just going to go to a different one that has types remaining, which doesn't seem to have any here. Same here. These ones have a lot remaining. So yeah. So that's how your storage is used up. As long as you connect one glass cable to one of them, that's connected to the storage. Anything next to it counts as the same. So you don't need to connect to more cables. So you can have an entire wall of them. And that wall is going to basically be part of the system. So anything that's part of the system. Then up next, you got this terminal here. This little thingy. That is how you access the system. So you can take anything out. And it's much easier. So it's like you take it. You get it back in. Simple as that. You can search, and you can craft on it, which is the main reason why I really wanted to switch, because I can craft a whole bunch of Prudentium, and it will actually detect that I have enough for a stack, which was an absolute pain to craft because of the way it worked, because it thought I only had one infusion crystal, and so it wouldn't craft more. So it's so much easier to craft, so I can actually bulk craft it now. So yeah, that's how you access it. There's different types of terminals. There is a normal terminal, which does not craft it. It does not have a crafting grid. The crafting terminal does have a crafting grid. And the pattern encoding terminal, which I believe you can also stake out items and stuff. Yeah, you can. It's for auto crafting, which I have not learned yet, so I can't really explain that. Because yeah, I don't know how it works yet. Like I've gotten the basics from the quest, but it's not working, so I've done something wrong. So yeah, cables, and then there's for example, there's also the storage bus, which is something else different. Is that you can connect any other storage to the system, and add that to the system. So if I were to connect a cable over here, not a storage bus, it would get all the iron in the system. It would be part of the system. So yeah, that's how it works. And there is way more to it, like this crafting stuff, but it's not working, so I'm probably missing something. And then from here, I'm supposed to be able to go to the crafting thingy. Where is it? It's not in the pattern provider. All right, it's right here, I think. Then you do not that. On here, on the view, you switch to craftable, and you would have this. So let's say I wanted to craft 10,000, which I do have enough. I would need 40,000 inferium and that. I click start. It's scheduled. But then if I go over here, where was it? Yeah, no, not there. Where would you see it? Yeah, right here. You see it's scheduled 10,000. Crafting status, and it's supposed to tell the time, but the time is a little bit high. It's not making anything, basically. And I think I'm missing something in the system, because you need crafting storage, which is why I can't craft more than a certain amount. But I have enough of that. I think this is enough for, well, a good amount at least. So that's not the problem. I have everything else, I think. The core processing, you need that as well. Your CPU, but it's not working, so the quest book didn't help me. I'm gonna have to look up a video guide later. But yeah, everything else, that's basically how it works. And, well, what I figured out yet. This mod is gigantic. It's very well known as, like, one of the best storage mods ever in modern Minecraft. So I kind of want to learn it. But I'm still in the process of learning. That's also why this is a mess. This is my quote-unquote laboratory. I'm gonna expand it, and it's just where I'm gonna try a whole bunch of mods. So here it doesn't have to look tidy. I'll try to make it look tidier on my main base when I move it over there. But for now, my storage is all here, basically. And I can take drives out. I can carry the boxes, and then I can get to a new location, put them back in. Easy as that. So it's pretty good. Alright, we have that schematic. And we have the gunpowder. And we need a storage now. So I'm thinking a barrel. But make it a better barrel. There's a personal barrel? What? It's like an ender chest? Or is it like a private barrel? That only you can access it. You now own this item. Oh! You can access it like a shulker. I'm guessing you can place it down. You can lock it. Oh, okay. It's like a lockable chest. That's cool. Alright. Security craft has one with a keypad, though. Hold up. I haven't used security craft in so long. It's a mod I just checked out on creative. Back in like 1.5.2. It was like one of the first mods I ever saw. So even though I never actually used it in survival, it's so nostalgic, honestly. Yeah, there's a password protected chest. Place down each other, right click with the key panel. How do I make a key panel? Hold on, I kind of want to... Okay, side distraction. I'm always getting distracted all the time. Key panel. So this. Oh, that's easy to make. I'm pretty sure. Oh, reinforced. I need this. Can I craft it already? Laser block. Missing glass panes. But it's scratched glass. What? 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 Why do we have to go through so many? There we go. I think it's just because I selected the wrong glass panes. But okay, this one's work, I guess. So now can I craft a reinforcer? So reinforcer. Now I just need stone buttons. 8 stone buttons. Make 64 of them. Where the heck did... Oh, wait a second. I have to view for only craftable. I need to switch that. 8. Now block reinforcer. I think just like this. Okay, that's a weird way of crafting it, but okay. So now I got those. And I believe reinforced blocks cannot be normally destroyed or something. Something like that. You need a specific way to destroy that only you can do or something like that. I don't know. Oh, right. Okay, I destroyed the link earlier because I thought that was a problem, but then I figured out that I was just doing something wrong. So let's put the link back. I need glass cables. But we can get that back already. We don't need this one here. Just broke part of the floor. So do that. Need a storage bus connecting to my iron stuff. There we go. Now I can access the iron. Alright, so now I need key panel. Need that. Now I need a normal chest, I think. Should have plenty. So if I go over here. Password, let's see. 25991. I'm probably gonna forget. Hold on, let's just do like 1 2 3 4 5 for the testing. 1 2 3 4 5. That's the password. And then you can open it. So whenever you go to it, you gotta do that again. You can share the password or not. So yeah, that's a fun one, honestly. There's also keypads and all that. That trigger a redstone signal so you can do stuff with it. But yeah. Anyways, back to the topic, which was roof. We got everything. Right, barrel. Now that we can access the iron, we can make an iron barrel. Or just upgrade it in general, to be honest. It's like we need a sophisticated storage barrel first. Sure, spruce barrel. Then I can go ahead with this and upgrade it to a spruce iron barrel, spruce gold barrel, spruce diamond barrel. That's enough. Alright. Now we got everything. So we go up. Let me sleep first. So we're gonna build over there. We're gonna want to destroy some blocks here. I don't need this anymore. This was when I was making my contraption over here, and my contraption was in a way, so I needed a way to get across. But now I can destroy that. I will also not need this ugly cobblestone, and I suppose we are copy pasting the roof, so we can destroy the parts that are already here. And the only thing I want is to ignore the other blocks, so I want to make sure it ignores it. But I think there's a setting for that. So spruce diamond. Oh, yeah, I think I forgot a clipboard. Gonna need that. Don't think you're meant to be. I think it rotates by itself. I want to make sure I properly place it like that. Now we are gonna want a clipboard, which I don't have. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back for a second. I keep forgetting stuff. So clipboard from the create mod. Create has so much stuff. It's probably my favorite mod, to be honest. So with that, wait, we're gonna need to set the schematic down first. All right, let's place it down here. And I hope we can rotate it, otherwise we're kind of screwed. But you should be able to rotate it, I think. Yes, indeed. Rotate. Control scroll to rotate by 90 degrees. Something like this. Okay, then we're gonna put it in line to where it was. So, left alt to cycle. Move Y. Yes, because I think we're supposed to be one block lower. There we go. Now move XZ, and I think it's supposed to be... Wait, yeah, that one. It's supposed to be over there. And I think everything is working properly. Let's see. No. Hold on. You're one block a little bit to the side. There we go. Now it should all be nice. And everything should be the same. Yep. Looks like it's same height. Everything. Okay. So yes, this is what I want. Now, normally in creative, because I've used this in creative, you just paste it. But I'm in survival. So it keeps the position. It seems so. So now we just place that inside the thing. I kind of think that's how it works. We moved it. Oh my god. Oh, good lord. Why am I mirroring? Let me see how it is. Oh, that's what mirroring does. I mean, it works, I guess. But I don't think I want to mirror. Okay, but you know what? It works. It's okay. As long as everything is correct. Yeah, I mean, I think everything is correct. Yeah. Alright. Then we want to place that inside the schematic cannon, I think. So we have that. And now we need this. It tells us the materials that we need. But we're gonna ignore quite a few. We're gonna need a super glue. Wait, really? No, super glue is probably just in the... Because there's in the... I had that before. When I was making the... I'm losing my words. Contraption. That's the word. Right, so... Just these... Wait, what else do we have? 63. Deep slate roofs, 63 steep base roofs, and 63 steep top roofs. Steep top roofs, steep lower base roofs. Wait. Steep, yeah, they're both steep. Here. No. Wait. Steep top. Lower base. No, something's wrong here. These are for the lower stuff. I think I ran out of steep roofs. We gotta go craft more. Yeah, steep top and 64 deep slate roofs. And we're gonna go craft more roofs. So we need a steep base roofs, I believe. Okay. Now let's go back. The roof of glitches. Yeah, for now, because it was showing the blocks that I had to would be put in, but there were blocks on top of blocks over here because these ones are already inside, so that's why it looked glitchy. But I'm not gonna use those blocks, so it's not gonna replace anything. I'm just giving it the blocks that I needed, and then you can copy paste it essentially. So deep slate, steep base and top, steep base and top. It's 63 of each, so a stack basically. Yeah, and then 64 roofs as well. Yes, 7 deep slate. The rest we can ignore because we don't want to replace the house, the other stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, it already tells us that we already have made the others. So actually no, that carved andesite I believe is that one missing andesite over here, because I'm pretty sure it fell down when I broke something here and I ignored it. So I guess karma's coming back for real. I got lazy before, now I'm gonna need to go grab the little random piece of carved andesite. But yeah, okay, so I got the deep slate here. The 3 roofs are here as well as the deep slate. Yep, so now I just need that single piece of carved andesite. Okay, and I don't need the elevator. I can ignore the elevator because that's just because I had one over there. But the carved andesite I do need. A single piece of carved andesite back home for a single block. Okay. No, that's fair. I mean, I could ignore it, but I mean, might as well fix it, I guess. The cannon will fix it for us. Just 1 piece of andesite, please. Now I need it to be carved andesite, which I don't think you make it here. There we go. Now I can go back on. And then I just need to place the rest of the roof. But, you know what, good opportunity to see how the schematic cannon works properly in survival. So now place that 1 piece of carved andesite in there. I think that's everything. Yeah, everything that we need. Now wait, can I actually update it? Hold on. Can I update it? I wonder. I think you can, right? If you go to schematic cannon, put it in here. I think it updates. Yeah, it updates and marks what you already have. Now, can I make it so it ignores the others? I think I can. So, checklist printer. Show printer settings. Okay. Replace solid with solid. Replace solid with any. Replace solid with empty. No. Skip missing blocks. Yes, it is activated, right? Currently enabled. Yes, we want to skip missing blocks. Protects block entities. Cannon will avoid replacing data holding blocks, just chests. Yes, obviously. Can replace solid blocks in its working area if the schematic contains any blocks at the location. Never replace any solid in its working area, only non-solid and air. Including those replaced by air. Yeah, we don't want that. I think this should be fine. Hopefully it doesn't remove that part that has the elevator. That would have the elevator. So now if we give it some gunpowder at 100%, shots left for 100 with backup 25,600. We don't need that many. So if I do this, will it start? How do I activate it? Oh, there's a play button. There it is. It's making my roof. What the heck? Now I could just sit back, relax, go grab a coffee. No, I'm joking. It's not gonna take that long. But I will grab a bottle of water though. And if I can get on top of this conveyor, you can see the roof being built while I go grab some water. BRB. Alright, I'm back. It's nearly finished. The cannon's just shooting stuff. Alright, then we do, this is just copy pasting what I did on this side, so it's gonna stop. Because then I need to decide, do I go with the lower ones already, or do I keep going with the normal roofs? Let me look. How many blocks do we have here? Between the one and the other. Is it 4? Yeah. Yeah, because we're gonna need 2 on each side. Yeah, I think we go with the lower ones. So, get some deep slate. And I want to fill that. Probably on every side, to be honest. There is a much easier way to do this, though. But we will not have enough deep slate for it. Let me go grab some more deep slate. Alright, I will no longer need a lot of these roofs. So let me start a few just to have space. I'm going to take deep slate, but I don't... Actually, no, I have a decent amount of deep slate. That's enough. I can take these. You have the low roofs. Okay. We can go back. It's going to kind of look like a... The coloring being like a more red and a roof like that reminds me of a barn for some reason. Like just the shape. But I don't know. Supposed to be my starter base. I don't know if it looks like a house. I gotta learn how to do proper houses one day. One day indeed. Alright. Just need these. But first, building gadget. Set it to deep slate. Just realized deep slate has different rotations, so I should keep that in mind next time I build with it. Oops, I really gotta activate over mode. Okay, now build to me. Out of deep slate. Why is it not working? Did I activate? Oh, I activated anchor. It's always anchor when something's not working. There we go. Much easier. We can do the same for the roofs as well. Your house scares me. Yeah, it probably does, to be honest. I gotta improve. I'm trying to do something over there with a little bit more shape. With pillars. It's unbuilt. It's not finished. Not even close. But looking at how it's gonna be with pillars. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna look any good. Then I wanted to build something on the side. So it'll be like on the larger side. I'll try to give it a little bit more shape. It's not gonna be a house. It's gonna look more like I don't know how to explain it. Like not really a factory. I guess maybe some parts could look like a factory, but either way, I just hope it looks a little bit better than whatever I usually build. So yeah. Alright. Lower top roof. Yes. And then I need the lower base roof, I think. Yes, that is how it works. Lower top roof, lower base roof. Now copy that and just go all the way. Lower base roof. Oh, sorry, lower top roof. There we go. At least it's not fully a big square. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna give that one a roof. I'm not sure what roof yet, cause I don't know what would fit in there, but I'll do it eventually. But yeah, I used to do just cubes. Also, that doesn't count. I gotta make a more permanent one. That one doesn't count. That's horrifying. I just put that together because I needed EXP and item mob drops. You saw how that went. Don't worry, I'll probably build something over it if it's more permanent. Wait, it's still enabled? I thought I had disabled it. Oh, I don't need that many items. It's gonna cause lag. There we go, that's disabled now. I thought I had disabled both. I don't need lag. No, thank you. Okay, there we go. I was just like, hold up, is that active? Like, that's not meant to be active. I already have way too many wither skull fragments, and now I have even more, looks like. Okay, there we go. If I don't need some drops, I probably won't have them disabled. Otherwise, it can cause lag over time as my world gets bigger. So I do want to avoid that. There we go. Now it's a lower top roof right here. Lower base roof. Alright, let's see. I mean, the shape's not too bad, I guess. I'm gonna want to detail it somehow. But for now, can I still use the elevator block? I can. That's gonna be the attic. Let's place that in here. Let's fill the entire thing. At least the front. The back I'll do it later. Off stream probably, whenever I have a little bit of time that I want to play. But just so we have an idea of what it looks like, I'll do the front. I will probably change this. I need to give it more details, but again, that's not going to be today. But I do have one more thing that I want to do to the roof, preferably today. And I hope that improves it, but I'm not sure. I've never used it. Okay, so it builds something like this. Just to not be like a see-through wall. Yeah, that looks horrifying. I am not doing that. Something else is gonna have to be here. I'll destroy it later. But I am not keeping that in there. That looks horrible. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. But I'll think of something later. Let's fix the not fix, more like detail a little bit. I want it to be, I think it has to be, because there's only one variety. It has to be on these base roofs in the middle. But what I think I can do is replace some of these with glass, like attic windows, like those kind of things. So yeah, do you have any furniture mods at least? Yes, I do. So whenever I build interiors, I can make those. I'm probably gonna do that for my main base. And I think it's also Macaw's mods. Or is it not Macaw's mod? Macaw's has bridges, stairs, furniture, yeah. There's furniture here from Macaw's mods. Pavements. Cool lights that actually move, like the little ceiling fans. A whole bunch of different lanterns. That's lights and lamps. Macaw's holidays, apparently. There's roofs, the ones we're using right now. There's windows, curtains. That's what we got, yeah. And I believe there's one more. Is it Mr. Crayfish? Something like that. Crayfish. There's also Crayfish Furniture. Yeah, Mr. Crayfish's Furniture mod. Which also adds more stuff. Including little sofas and stuff. So that is also pretty cool. Fences. There's bathtubs, basins. That seems to be always our TVs. There's a computer. There's a computer. What the heck? It uses its own thing. There's a computer. Furniture. There's some crates. Some of these are pretty good, honestly. Coolers. I definitely want to get into this when I build a house. Thing is, my main base is going to be functional, so only some rooms are going to have decoration. A lot of it is going to be very functional. But there will be decoration. I want to make a bedroom, which is just for sleeping. But I want to detail it. Since we have extra space, like, we're going to have space for decoration, I think. So we can get into this mod as well. The inside can give that 1980s home build out of stone vibes. Add leaves. To this house? Oh, like to the attic or what? I'll probably get into more detailing later on. But I am kind of on a time limit. Like 30 minutes. So I'll see. I also do need to think what I would do. So I have no idea where I would add leaves. Also, I don't think I have leaves. So okay, this kind of works. I cannot, yeah, because below this are the steep roofs, and above are, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit too small. But the roof doesn't allow for more, unless I completely got rid of this, but I think it's going to look ugly. The transition is going to look, yeah, no, you can see that block. How does it look if they're can they connect to the side? Or do they not connect? They don't connect, so you see this. I mean, from inside the attic, those can be a good thing. Probably a little bit too close to the edge, though. That's another thing. Around the roof. Oh, like leaves around the roof. Okay. Let me see if I have leaves. Second question is, what leaf would I want to use? Can I use the nature stuff for it? Giant leaves, what the heck? There's a leaves bee, a lumber bee that can make leaves. Okay. Guess we need saplings and stuff and plant trees. All right, let me get shears, which I think you can upgrade them, right? Yeah, but it's mystical agriculture stuff. Never mind. It would take a while for it to get unbreakable. So I'll just take 2 pairs of shears. Sapling. No, I don't think it's about time we try some saplings here. Let's try for this brown birch. Blazing art. Oh no, I already know what that is. The black ember. But that one's a nether tree, so I don't think that's gonna work. There's aspen. Aracacia. Brimwood. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's a nether tree. Brown zelkova. Mahogany. Yucca. Willow. Okay. Plant one of each and see what they look like as well. And then the leaves. We need to go up the surface. Alright, let's start with the brown birch. I'm not sure if this will just be a birch tree with fancy leaves or something. It might just be that, birch wood. But we also want to see if it has a different type of wood, which would be nice. Wait, I forgot to bring, hold on. Forgot to bring something to grow it. Which would be bone meal, but I think I can do better. Fertilizer, yeah. Mystical fertilizer. Which is a bunch of fertilized essence with diamonds, but I have plenty of diamonds, so this costs a diamond, I believe. So I'm spending a diamond technically to grow a tree, but I have so much diamonds. It's 1 diamond for 8. But yeah, it's worth it, honestly. Alright, now we go up. Now, assuming it's in the correct environment, it should also grow instantly. Where's that patch of grass that I broke? There it is. So, let's see what this one looks like. Just a birch tree, at least like initially, and different leaves. Different leaves indeed, but they're a little bit too, well, brown, I guess. I want more green ones. Okay, did I have multiple saplings? I did, so... Ooh, I nearly did that. I can break it with shears. But I don't think I'm gonna use these. But we might as well collect them. Alright. Now for the mahogany. This one looks a little bit more interesting. And it has its own wood. Mahogany logs. The leaves also look a little bit more interesting. Okay, I'll take them. Thank you. Vines. Should have brought some iron, honestly. Just like that, we ran out. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna break the rest. I feared this would happen, but I do have an Unobtainium axe now. I could have just cut this down with it. I think it has a chainsaw enchant. Yeah, chainsaw breaks the things above it. But I think it's a chance. Alright. So we got plenty of stuff now. Let's try a different one. Yucca sapling. Can't plant it on here. Okay, it's a different environment. Got it. Aspen. Just also have some... Ooh, golden leaves. I like that. Okay. But it's probably not for the current build. But I do like the color. We need more iron. Wait, that's polished iron. Perfect. Oh, but I can't craft it back. Okay. Let's go home. Okay, I could just craft a whole bunch, I guess. Slash not home. Oops. Too many shears. Alright, now for the logs. I wonder what happens if I just break one. No, I think it has to be something like this. Or is it a chance? Looks like we're still better off just using the vein mining mod. Okay. Then I got a whole bunch of different logs. Let's go next for the our acacia. Which has pine logs, okay. Oh no. I ran out of energy. Hold up, we gotta go home again for the 50,000th time. I want to upgrade my jetpack, but also it's so slow to charge. I gotta figure out a way that's just faster to charge. Like, energy is not my problem. I have plenty of energy now. I mean, not endless, but enough for at least a vibranium jetpack for sure. Like, to have it reliably stocked up in energy. But the charging is just so slow. The issue is, these are the best energy cubes besides the creative ones that exist. So, I gotta either go with a different mod or maybe mechanism as something that charges it faster. Because it's taking way too long to charge another Modium jetpack. So if I upgrade it to Vibranium, it's gonna take even longer. So while yes, it would last longer, it would take way longer to charge as well. And it does spend more energy, so the time I would have to charge there, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I really gotta just find a better charging method. Take the acacia leaves. I think I could use these ones. They don't stand out too much. They're decently green. Maybe. Unless you have an idea of what I should do. I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of these as well. So let me take these. And now let me get another one. A willow. Yeah. Still gotta see that. Oh, these grow very differently. It reminds me of the... Yeah, it does have its own logs. Reminds me of the... What's it called? You know, the vanilla one. I forgot. The one that also grows like this in a swamp. Specific swamp biome. Okay, that's enough leaves anyways. Ran out of shears here. Gotta get some more from the inventory. So let me then do that. It is not gonna break the entire thing. Expected. The logs look very interesting. It's like on top, it looks kind of like spruce-ish, but the sides, like the textures, are unique. So let me grab that. All right. Now, planted the willow, planted that. Yeah, that's all the stuff we got. So let me compare the leaves then. So I'll take the acacia. The brown birch, I don't like it. Mahogany, willow. I'm not gonna use the golden ones, but I do like them. So willow, a little bit too dense. Mahogany and acacia. Do we want maybe mangrove? Yes, that's the one. Do we want maybe like the... I feel like more lighter ones, like... This one look like vines. Maybe acacia out of these three. I don't want it to be like too noticeable, just give it a little touch, but I have no idea where it would be then. So on the roof. Around the roof, where is my base? There it is. So probably like... I think like on the outside, maybe like add a lot of vegetation. I will have to edit the blocks behind it though. I don't know if I'd place it around there. Is there mossy deep slate in the modern Minecraft? No. You could probably use something else in the roof to make it look a little bit more worn though. But I have no idea where to start. I mean, I know around the roof, but I have no idea where to start. I'll check it out later though. I also gotta go. But what are we thinking? Do we use acacia, mahogany, or willow are too dense in my opinion, so I'm not using those. Or we could also just use oak or birch, the default ones if you remember what they look like. Or one of the ones here. There are close by. You can use any of those, basically. Fruit tree, wait, what? Interesting. Wait, these actually grow? Peaches. Peach leaves. First one. Mahogany. Like this. Wait, I think it's biome coloring, right? Or is it the night? Ah, I see. It looks better in light. It has lights nearby. Where's the tree again? There it is. Interesting. I might accidentally break it, but I gotta test it. Can I break it with shears? Oh, I broke 2 of them. Damn it. Did he give me? He gave me peach leaves. So can I just attach it to some logs and call it a farm? It shouldn't stop, right? I guess you could have something auto-collect it. Interesting. Not that I'll need them. I need them other. I'd probably use other food mods, but that's cool. Alright, I'll go with this then. Whenever I think of a design, if you mean the mahogany ones, I'll try out the mahogany leaves on the design when I do it. But I'll probably do it off stream. Whenever I have time, I do gotta go for now. Because unfortunately I do have work today. But yeah. I'll try with the mahogany ones then. Maybe use some vines, I'm thinking. And maybe I could switch out some of the stone. I don't know what's a block that looks more like nature worn. Similar to deep slate. Because I know cobblestone is mossy cobblestone. But the deep slate one doesn't have that. Maybe there's a similar one though that I could use. I mean, there are a lot of mods here after all. I guess I could have like cracked ones and then put like vine on it or something. That might work. I just give it more texture overall. I can't do it much on the roof. But the dacite, for example. Do we have dacite variants? Yeah, we have more dacite variants. Not many, but we have a few. Also, we could maybe put them together with some different blocks. Yeah. Alright, future plans, by the way. Besides the house, that's a work in progress for a while. I'm not in a rush, so it's okay. We got this side, which is where I'm gonna put a lot of stuff on here. Buildings for farms and stuff that we do in the future. They won't be all here, but a lot of them will be here, basically. But over on this side, beyond this wall, this cobblestone wall over here, I want to make this place where I'm going to place the mine colonies, which is basically a mod that allows you to imagine like managing a village. The villagers will actually, not villagers, they're different ones, the colonists. But they're like villagers, but not really, because they're fancy, right? They look more like player skins, but basically they work on stuff. They build stuff that you tell them to. There's different levels. You can have guards and stuff, and then they can get raided. So maybe initially I'll just play some iron golems. That's also why I don't want to make it right now, because if I did, and I will grind a lot in AFK, I'm not gonna be able to defend it from raids right away, and they're just all gonna die. So yeah, I'll do when I do that, I want it to be a proper stream where I just do that. So not today. Don't have time for that, but another day. And yeah, I'm thinking of placing it around here. So before the forest, I'm gonna have to cut down a lot of these trees. And probably across here. Then maybe I'd build some bridge over there. I don't know yet. Probably connect this to over there, even though that's gonna be my main base area. But yeah, kind of build it around this area. And I'm gonna build it next to this, which was an outpost for those barbarians, but I removed all the spawners, so now this is a completely safe location. So it just looks nice, to be honest. So now it's very safe. I removed all the spawners from here, which there were a lot, surprisingly. I remember I found this place on day 1 and I was running away from them because it was too dangerous. Now I could easily just, when I went back in, could easily kill them and all that. So that was fun. But yeah, it's gonna be around here. Looks like there's a wizard tower in here. Oh wait, that's a apotheosis tower, but I've already been there. But yeah, around this area. And then here would be like the main stuff for now. Whenever I build farms in there and stuff. And then main base over there. So it's kind of close by, but I don't want to put it all in the same place. So yeah, that's cool. We can Make more stuff in this area. Then we got the mini door in here. It's still here. Hello. Look at that. Big dragon. Maybe I'll make this slightly bigger, but not too much. Like 1. I already made it slightly bigger, but like 1.4. Yeah, 1.4 looks good. But yeah. Around here, I wanted to make a railway. But I don't know where it would go or how it would connect. And I'm also still doing the underground one right now, so it's just gonna be empty for now. But I'm not building anything in these walls yet, because I want to do something bigger here, and I'm gonna need space. So anything between these 2 cobblestone walls, I'm gonna leave empty for now, and I'll work on that later on, much later on. I don't have anything planned for it right now. Just know I do want to do something on here, so I'm leaving it open. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna AFK somewhere here though, because I don't have to leave my house yet. I just gotta go prepare stuff for work, so I can leave the game AFK. Yeah, probably just AFK at my base. I think I got a whole bunch of those finished, right? Good lord. What the heck? Yeah, we got a whole bunch of those finished, so let me, before I go AFK, and before I also end the stream, let me do precisely get this to make logic processors, because we got a lot of stuff backed up in there. There we go. And I believe we needed redstone, right? So we should already be able to do it in theory. Yeah, there we go. And now it should just automatically supply with the redstone it needs. Yes, it does. Can I add? We need more printed silicon. We got plenty here. Okay. So yeah, something like this. Feel like we're gonna need more redstone and printed silicon. Grab a few more stacks. And I'll fill the rest with redstone. And then I'm just gonna go AFK. I should wait, do I have enough silicon? Maybe I can also keep making more silicon stuff. We're always gonna need printed silicon presses or whatever they're called. Printed silicon, just that. Because they're used for every single one of the processors. So you're literally always gonna need it at this point. Then we can craft more storage cells and upgrade our storage. Maybe upgrade them to 256K, because I realized that you can do this. And actually split them into its crafting components. So you can actually, the older ones that are smaller, you can upgrade them by splitting the components and then, well, reusing the materials, because you need 3 of each to craft a higher tier. So that's useful. But we're still gonna need a lot of these. So next up, yeah, I think we got everything for now. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna leave it AFK here. I got plenty for it to work until I'm finished preparing all the stuff. It might not even go through it all. Oh wait, I remember silicon. Right. Do I have silicon that I can use so I can have both of them working at the same time? Silicon. I don't. Wait, I probably do on the MA farm. Tempad, I need you. Okay. Yep, we got plenty here. Great. Slash home. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, let's just make a whole bunch of silicon here. Full inventory's gotta be enough. Well, nearly full. Not really full inventory, but place that in there. Yeah, now it's making automatically. Alright, and just out of curiosity, since we got the import buzz now, how much inferium do we have? Good lord, 430,000. We started the stream at like 350,000. After the upgrade, that went even faster. Now we're just gonna have so much inferium. Issue is I can't autocraft it. And even though I can craft a stack at a time, that's no longer enough. Because even if I craft a stack at a time, I'm gonna need to click this thing. How much is 100,000 divided by 64? I just know it's a lot. 100,000. Because that's how many crafts I can make with 400,000 inferium. I would need to click it 1,500 times. I am not clicking this 1,500 times. I need auto-crafting. But I couldn't figure out how it works from the quest. I'm just gonna look up a video later, whenever I have time, and, well, hopefully get this fixed. And then hopefully by the next time we start the stream, we've already got that set up and I can show you how it works. But that's not gonna be the focus, probably. I just want to figure it out. We need a video for that. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now, though. Thank you, Ray, and Amel earlier for coming to the stream. Hope you all have a great day, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. I gotta go. I'll just AFK here.